This video is closed caption. Traveling to a new place can either be a fascinating or a terrible experience. It all usually depends on how prepared you are for the trip. Hello there! Are you planning to visit India sooner or later in the future? And do you want to be prepared as much as you can? Then you are in the right place. This video will teach you everything you need to know and look out for before making the trip to India. Let's get started with an introduction to this populous and culture-rich country. The Republic of India is a country in South Asia, and it is the second most populous country in the world. Different bodies of water surround India. Towards the south, it is bounded by the Indian Ocean and, on the southeast side, by the Arabian Sea. Towards the west, it shares land borders with Pakistan. To the north, it shares a border with China, Nepal, and Bhutan. And towards the east, it shares a land border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. It is also near the popular and exotic vacation locations, the Maldives and Sri Lanka. India is a culturally rich, politically dynamic, and historical country, and traveling there can be a delightful and eye-opening experience. However, it might prove otherwise as delightful as this experience might be, especially if you are not thoroughly prepared. But don't worry, this video has got you covered, so make sure you stay till the end. If you've not clicked on the subscribe button, do so now. Remember to click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any important updates from us. Now, moving on to the things you need to know before making a trip to India. There are cultural shocks everywhere, and while preparing to go to India, you should be prepared to experience one or more cultural shocks. Some things you might see as norms might be offensive to them and vice versa. So, do yourself a favor and do tons of research. Before you make your trip to India, you should equip yourself with the following tips that will make you enjoy your stay there. Let's go. Things to know before traveling to India. Number 1. India is a culturally and geographically diverse country. One of the first things to keep in mind when paying a visit to India is that it is an extremely diverse country in terms of culture and geography. Ranging from the northern Himalayan mountain range with the highest peaks to the extremely dry deserts in the northeast and the bright and sunny beaches towards the west coast, the geographical diversity is not something to joke with. You should ensure you keep this information in mind if you're planning your trip to know what to expect. This will also help you pack proper and suitable clothes. These locations also boast different eye-catching attractions like majestic temples, enchanting natural habitats, and clear and sunny beaches. With a population of about 1.2 billion and the rate by which people migrate there from different parts of the world, one would certainly expect to meet different and various ethnic groups. Some localities are more liberal, while some are more conservative. Having all this pre-knowledge will help you know how to behave appropriately without offending the locals. During your trip to India, keep your mind and heart open and do away with the stereotypic mindset, as you never know who you'll meet. This way, you will get a chance to meet many different and interesting folks. Number 2. Food and cuisine. Before going to India, another thing to prepare yourself is their food and cuisine. This is a very important factor. After all, you can't exactly do without eating. India's cultural and geographical diversity is also reflected in its array of exotic and mouth-watering culinary options. Your taste buds are in for a treat, from their exotic and interesting street food to their mouth-watering homemade curries. However, it would be best to be very careful of your meals and where you take them from. It would be best to steer clear of unknown street food stalls or visit the ones recommended by locals or friends, because even though they might look fascinating, most of them are prepared without much attention to sanitation. This can lead to infections and potential illnesses of the gastrointestinal tract. Also, avoid drinking water straight from the tap. Eat only peeled fruits. Try as much as possible to eat only foods that have been processed in one way or the other, either by boiling or frying. Delhi belly is a real ailment in India, and travelers are usually the ones susceptible to it. You would want to avoid this ailment by watching your meals. After all, you wouldn't want to spend the rest of your trip at the hospital, would you? That would ruin your parade. And lastly, don't forget to pack medicines for possible diarrhea and constipation. Lodging and accommodations. Before you go on your trip, it is advised that you book accommodations and a means of transportation beforehand. Also ensure you go for hotels with good reputations. Coming out of the airport or bus station might be a confusing and overwhelming experience, as you'd likely be pestered by tour guides and taxi drivers who will claim to know your destination. It is safe to advise that you should not listen to them. Make your refusal assertive, as they can be particularly convincing. It would help if you also got ready to experience the mumble jumble and chaos, especially in big cities like Mumbai and Delhi. But don't worry. As long as you keep calm and flow with the chaos, you will have an amazing and fun experience. Always hold cash. While there are many ATMs and POS machines in large cities where you can make withdrawals and pay for services with your credit cards, the rural areas do not have these options, as they deal majorly in cash. Ensure you hold enough cash at hand whenever you are going out to not be at risk of being stranded. Getting stranded in India is not a fun experience. Get a SIM card connected to the local internet. Before going to India, one of your top priorities is to get a SIM that can connect to their local network. This is particularly important as it will give you access to the internet, where you can do a lot of things like use Google Maps, make WhatsApp calls, check out different restaurants, and so on. Beware of scammers and pickpocketers. India is an extremely populated place. Thus, there are bound to be many pickpockets, scammers, and thieves. Always keep your wallet and belongings in your front pocket or a zipped pocket. Don't follow people who offer you free tour guides or accommodations, as they are likely scammers. Some drivers might even claim they don't know your hotel or take you to another hotel with a similar name so that they can earn commissions. Keep your wits around you at all times and be security conscious. India can be a truly crazy place. But then, what's life without some crazy experiences? Get used to the head waggle. If you've seen some Bollywood movies, then you'll probably know about this. In India, the head waggle is usually a symbol of acquiescing or agreement. So don't get offended when a waiter in a restaurant waggles their head rather than reply verbally when you ask them something. Step up your haggling game. In India, almost everything is haggled for, from taxi rides to souvenirs. There's no fixed price for stuff unless you go to a supermarket or mall. Therefore, you should get ready to haggle so that you don't get tricked and end up paying over the top for any of your purchases. However, keep in mind that the haggling is a friendly negotiation and not World War III. Who knows? You might even enjoy it. So, these are some of the things to watch out for when making a trip to India. Have you ever been to India? Which of these trips did you find most helpful? Tell us in the comment section below. India offers a variety of exotic and fascinating experiences, and as long as you're being careful, open to learning, you can experience this too. As a popular saying goes, you can laugh, cry, and rant in one afternoon in India. This is very true, as a trip to India will teach you, test you, and might even frustrate you. A trip to India can be a life-changing, fun, and delightful experience as long as you're willing to open your heart and accept things the way they are over there. If you found this video helpful, kindly subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos of different places in the world. Don't forget to share this video with other travel enthusiasts like you.